Morning, friends. Hoping that this finds everybody well and good and happy and contented and stuff. Um, Very lazy day today, so far, anyways. Laundry's gone, so it hasn't been too lazy, I guess. uh, was down here reading and got caught up listening to my kids' music, which was kind of a moment, that's for sure. Um, just found myself a little overwhelmed with how how lucky I feel to have these really talented kids in our home and in my life. Um, what I was reading today really caught me off guard because I just kind of found myself there. There was no real intention to be there, but my 24-hour a day read kind of talked about the lie, that we tell ourselves over alcohol, seeing the beautiful, decorated, glorious bottles in the liquor store windows, and not considering the long view and what's kind of at the end of that. And it put me in mind of myself, and I've spoken in earlier videos about how much of a liar and a bullshitter I was for so many years. And even before the sobriety found me, I had made this attempt to be not so much of a bullshitter. I had kind of flipped the script in that I was brutally honest to the point of embarrassment to some people around me. And the goal was always shock and awe, no matter what I would try and tell myself in those moments or in those days. It was always the shock and awe that, I'm blurting out some of the things about my past or some of the things that had happened to me as a kid, and just trying to own the room in those moments with this grandiose display of truth and, brutal honesty. And it was never anything other than that. Then we find ourselves in the doors of Alcoholics Anonymous, and by the time we arrive at the fourth step, the honesty that we talk about takes on a completely different meaning. And if we've done that correctly, and we've made those efforts in earnest, certainly, we find ourselves at, steps 5, 6, and 7. And what a brand new world we live in by the time, these moments are over. For me, and let's just take a look, right? What the heck, man? I mean, I've got the book right here in front of me. Step 5, admitted to God, to ourselves, to another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs. Number 6, we're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. And 7, humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. Wow. That brings me back to some memories. Especially getting into, the deeper steps, even step 9, made direct amends. That part of my journey wasn't necessarily met with the happiness and joy that I expected from those people who, at that point in my life, I imagined were the closest to me. It ultimately redefined a number of relationships, if I'm honest. There were people that I firmly expected would have embraced that moment with me, those moments with me. There were people that I firmly expected would have welcomed me with open arms to make those efforts, and they didn't at all. As a matter of fact, I had some cold hard reality checks I wouldn't go so far as to say that doors were closed directly in my face, but here I was, having made those efforts and um, felt, I had felt a real change within myself, both internally and externally, and when it came time to actually connect with other people, um, having told the truth, having firmly made the effort to consider all those people who um, would be negatively affected, and um, talked to the correct people, made the efforts to be anonymous and speak um, respectfully. Having done it all to the best of my ability as correctly as I could, I firmly expected I would have been welcomed by a number of people that were not in any way, shape, or form to this day prepared to have those conversations with me. And it was a wake up call. Um, and it speaks to where we need to be prepared to go in this journey. Um, it's a journey of discovery, it's a journey of self discovery. And we see full, full on in bright neon lights in real time the damage that we've done and the damage we're capable of doing, and those relationships that just might be irreparable. And are we willing to accept that, to go forward? In my case, there's relationships that will never exist for me. There's relationships that I want or hope to have that in reality may never come to pass. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with the reality that not just the damage I've done, but the damage that exists beyond my control. Damage that my father might have done. Damage that my parents' relationships might have left. Um, it's just something that is beyond repair. So these are the realities of these steps when we get into them and we get deeper into them. I'm hoping that this doesn't come across as a babbling tirade today. That might be the wrong word, but either way, I'm just happy to be in front of the camera again and getting another video done. If I'm honest, it's a little shocking to know that I've made it this far, 25 years, and I'm still, doing this thing. It's pretty cool, and I want to do better at it. So I'm gonna put that one in the books. I'm gonna hit this stop button, and I'm gonna try and get better, man. I really will. Um, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna go listen to some more of my kids' music. I got no laundry, so today might be a day off. Take care. Bye.